was that. When everybody trying to be now, I was that. They could never stop me. That's why I love rap. Been living the life, crazy ice. The swag, the gear, the bread, all the whips is a year ahead. I only fear the fed.
Welcome to Los Angeles, California for tonight's game here at the Staples Center. Hello again, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Burke. And we're ready to bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First, for the Cavaliers, Williams is out there with LeBron James, and it's O'Neal in at the center filling out the middle. Then it's Moon, and it's Varejao in at the 4 spot. And for Los Angeles, Fisher is out there with Bryant. And inside, a towering 7-footer, maybe the most imposing big man in the game, all-star center, Andrew Bynum. Then there's world peace, and it's Gasol at a power forward.
Well, the Cavs really didn't have a lot of players that demanded attention on defense last year. Really, just Kyrie Irving. And when he was out, and their offense had no punch.
And for the Cavs, Cleveland managing just 6 wins out of the 30 games they had out of conference.
Well, when you can only win 6 games against the West, I mean, there's a pretty good chance you're going to finish at the bottom of the East. I thought injuries really derailed the Cavs season, but they weren't ready to go out on the road and beat better Western teams. Too many young players on the team who just didn't understand the NBA yet.
Up top, Shaq. He's guarded by Bynum. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Lakers ended up 17-13 against Eastern Conference teams last year, but that wasn't really a dominating effort. Certainly not what you would expect from a playoff team.
He misses the free throw. Well, and to make the playoffs in the West, you do need to have a record similar to that of the Lakers against the East. You know, Steve, no team that made the postseason in the West had a record below 500. So the Lakers took care of what they needed to.
Well, you know what's odd, Kevin, is that in the shortened season before, when the Lakers were the cream of the Pacific Division and everything was going well, they only went 500 against the East. So, you know, if they want to bounce back this season, they'll need to not give away games and make sure they keep their out-of-conference record better than 500.
Williams against Fisher. Outside, world peace. On the wing, Kobe. Off the pick. That one wide left.
Well, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Now here's Bryant. We're about 1 minute into the first. Left side, Bryant. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
Cleveland with the ball. James right side. Varejao passes to LeBron. Puts it up from 15, and it's good. James has got his first 2 points.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
Fisher against Williams. Kicks it to Bynum. Knocked away. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
Well, LeBron is far enough along now in his career where you can start to project some of his career stats, and they're staggering. I mean, he could end up the first player ever to end up with 30,000 points, 10,000 assists, and 10,000 rebounds. I mean, that's remarkable. It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A-game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Shaq with the screen. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And when you talk about LeBron's ability to pile up stats, whether it's scoring, rebound, or passing, Clark, he can do it all.
He really can. He's dominant in every facet of the game. And you love his durability and his stamina. He is a stat sheet stuffer supreme. And that's the highest level of stat sheet stuffing you can have. Pinnacle of the peak.
So, that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jumpers.
Williams gets a screen from O'Neal. Rejected by Fisher. The bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Bryant dishes to Fisher. O'Neal against Bynum. A nice shot by Gasol.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like he got there.
Now let's find out what head coach Mike D'Antoni had to say to our Doris Burke. Doris?
Of course, the conversation veered to the challenge of defending LeBron James, and he said there's not a lot of good options with him. He can really do it all. I think you just have to try and stay in front of him, and if he gets in close, you have to bring help. And guys, we've seen LeBron really force the issue as far as getting into the lane. We'll see how they do.
Thanks, Doris. And world peace kicks to Gasol. Kobe against James. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist from Kobe.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Williams passes to Varejao, and that one's good.
Well, Mike Brown hired back to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I got a chance to know him a little bit when he was an assistant with the Pacers early in his coaching career and was let go by the Cavs back in 2010. Family laid down roots in Cleveland, and I think he's glad to be back.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And for Mike Brown, his firing, kind of a desperation move by the Cavs to try to keep LeBron James. Steve, how'd you analyze that?
Well, I'm not sure that LeBron actually wanted him gone. But, you know, he's a great defensive strategist, a guy who excels in player development. And give credit to him, he didn't burn any bridges when he left. He maintained strong relationships there in Cleveland, and it's great to see Mike Brown back there with the Cavaliers.
Now here's Kobe. And yes, sir, that one drops. Kobe's got his third basket of the night right there.
He had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
So timeout call here, the first for Cleveland. .110 left in the first quarter. James against Kobe. It's LeBron with the drive. On the left block. Bynum with the block. Gasol setting the pick for Kobe. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Outside Williams. That drops. Williams has got his first basket.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
There's 37 seconds left to play here in the first. Bryant dishes to Gasol, and he gets it to go. And That's 8 points for Kobe Bryant.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Now here's LeBron. Boom. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
See the way he times his passes so well? That's a great assist.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Bryant drives in. Carries it down low. Bryant's got 10 points. LeBron with it. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Shaq with the slam.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game. A potential momentum builder.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Lakers lead by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
Here's Kobe, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on LeBron James.
You know, it's interesting. Kobe, the last few years, has gotten very loose with his opinions. He's not afraid to say it like it is. And I think one of the inflammatory remarks he made that caught a lot of attention was when he mentioned that the Olympic team back in 2012 was better than the '92 Dream Team.
The free throw drops for Kobe. And that was a bold thing to say going back to Kobe. Definitely got the media talking, Clark, about, you get the feeling he actually believes that they were better.
He might have been right. He might have been wrong. I mean, I think it comes back to the fact that Kobe has no problem saying things that might not be easily received. I'm not sure why anybody is surprised by that. I mean, you don't get to be an elite player without having very high confidence in your ability and your team. The Cavs have been very mindful of remaining flexible in terms of the salary cap. And when you do this, you set yourself up to perhaps make a big splash in free agency at some point, and you know what's coming. They might have a chance to re-sign LeBron in 2014 with how their books look.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, gentlemen. Well, part of the Lakers' struggles last year was that they were acting like an all-star team. Coach Mike D'Antoni said, quote, "Have you ever watched an all-star game? It's god-awful because everybody gets the ball, they go one-on-one, and then they play no defense. That's our team. That's us." Having a pecking order with all their big players was something he wanted to instill on their Lakers roster. We'll see if they can do a better job of adhering to that this time.
Well, that's the rub, isn't it? That's the balancing act, isn't it? Share the ball, but get it into the hands of your scorers. And that had been the rumor for a while. The Cavaliers looking to maybe mend some bridges and bring LeBron back into the mix when he hits free agency next year. Their books are certainly in order for it, Steve, and it might happen.
Hey, you never know. I mean, nobody expected LeBron to leave in the first place, so why not give yourself an opportunity? You are in his backyard in terms of LeBron's hometown, so I like what the Cavs have done. They've added young talent, but they've maintained flexibility just in case. These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
And Fisher kicks to world peace. Williams against Bryant. Back at 6. Outside Gasol. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. The shot's good from Bynum.
Good job of spotting his teammate near the basket and zipping the pass right in there.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. LeBron passes to Williams. He feeds it to Moon. LeBron outside. from deep three-point range. Rebound the Lakers. Bynum's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Gasol, screen on Williams. And again, another basket there for Fisher. And now it's a 9-point Laker lead.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas. And the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Well, for the Lakers last season, it seemed there was so much turmoil throughout the year. Injuries, coaching-wise, changes in the offense. They never were able to really gain any momentum. They made a decent run at the end of the season, but that didn't carry over into the postseason when they were swept by the Lakers in the first round.
Bynum with the steal. Jumps up. Finishes the break with a slam.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the defense.
Plays like that are telling the story of this game for me so far. But it cannot afford to hand over any more easy points like that.
It's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot. I think going back to D'Antoni and the Lakers, that Howard and Gasol were made more than a little disgruntled with how Clark made use or didn't make use of them offensively.
You know, the Lakers brought in D'Antoni to try to emphasize Steve Nash and his role in the offense, but I think they neglected how that would affect the 7-footers. Didn't do a really good job of incorporating those guys, and when you got Kobe getting his shots, that's a tough dynamic to work through.
Well, a coaching carousel for the Lakers last season. They made it only 5 games before firing Mike Brown. Then they decided to go in a new direction. And, boy, they went through 3 different head coaches before all was said and done. They never really were able to gain that consistency they were looking for.
And back to the Lakers' struggles last season. What do you think, Clark, were the main problems that held them back from being the kind of title contender that they thought they were and a lot of people imagined they were?
Well, how much time do I have? 3 or 4 shot clocks worth? I mean, I think there were a number of issues, as you might expect. Injuries played a significant role, but I think there was discord over how they should play. Really no true identity. They were a big team trying to be small. A team without a number of shooters trying to spread the floor. Older team trying to go up tempo. Coaching change. And that transition.
Right, yes.
You had a lot of moving parts, and it made it very difficult for everybody, I think, and it showed in how the Lakers' season went.
It's a good assessment. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Thank you, Kevin. J.J. Hickson last season was 4th in the league in rebounds per minute. He says, quote, all gas, no brakes. That's the way I was taught to play the game. But he says he's much more than just a hustle guy, adding that calling him that takes away from my overall game. I can shoot, I can make basketball plays. He did improve his jump shot last season, and at 25, he has plenty of room to grow, guys.
Well, as his shooting comes along, that's a great way for him to really find his niche, Doris. Thanks. The time for the ball. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. The Cavaliers trail by 8. And here is Williams. Now the dish to James. Looks for O'Neal, gets it to him. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 5 assists tonight.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
And Fisher kicks to world peace. Dishes it to Bryant. Shoots, hits the close-range jumper. Kobe's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. They don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut back down to 6. They get the basket from Williams.
Well, I like the setup there. LeBron with the nice pick.
Outside, Kobe. Outside, Gasol. And another basket for the Lakers.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
26 seconds left now here in the second. James against Kobe. Feeds to Moon. Bynum against O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Good! Shaq's got 16.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, that's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half play.
That will count. The shot is off. And that does it for the first half of play. Lakers ahead, up 9. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I've got Mike Brown. And, Coach, obviously you guys have some ground to make up in the second half. What's been the biggest problem thus far?
Hey, they're coming up with every loose ball, every offensive rebound. It's just outworking us. They're a little quicker than everything. Things are slipping out of our hands because they're bumping us here, bumping us there. And really, that's the difference in the ball game. We can't come up with the second shots.
Coach, thank you for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. And, folks, the halftime show is coming up next. And then it's on to the third quarter. We'll step aside right now.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's Hump Day, and this is 2K Sports at the half. Glad you're along for the ride. The Los Angeles Lakers in front against Cleveland. And offensively, just filling it up, making the pass to the open man, generating opportunities. They are piling up points in a hurry. Kobe scoring with ease against the Cavaliers. High percentage looks in the first half. Amazing work from the field, shooting in the high 60s. That's big-time bucket buy-in. And this dedicated Cavaliers team is weathering the storm. Points in the paint, definitely in their favor. They stayed in attack mode down low. A superstar half from Shaq. The bucket looks about 5 feet wide for him. He hasn't missed one shot. Can you believe it? Now let's get back over to Kevin Harlan and the rest of our crew as the second half gets underway.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Really an incredible game from Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, he played a very mature first half offensively, just finding gaps and making good decisions, getting into the defense and knocking down shots.
Well, the way he played that first half, that's exactly what we're talking about when we say offensive efficiency.
Fisher against O'Neal. Second chance shot. Fisher can't hit.
Excellent, really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up to that one.
Williams attacking. And a foul on the shot. Will go to the stripe for 2.
Well, he's as adept at taking a charge as anybody in the league, Kevin. He always seems to be in the right place, squaring his body and his shoulders, getting position, getting his feet outside that restricted area, and drawing the charge.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, one of the struggles for a young team is figuring out how to win on the road. And winning on the road is not just execution, it's preparation and mindset. And young teams struggle to put that together, and the Cavs were certainly a team that struggled with that.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. For the Cavaliers, being young was a big problem, and not having much luck with injuries was another. But, Steve, it can be tough to score points when you're on the road, and they struggle with that in a big way.
Well, they would end up in the bottom 5 in scoring last year while on the road, and that did them no favors. And defense, I mean, that was another issue. They couldn't stop anybody. So you combine bad offense, bad defense, going on the road, you're in some trouble. You know, his shot's been pretty accurate today, but he has not had his usual share of opportunity.
He kicks it to O'Neal. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Varejao, and he converts the layup.
The offensive execution really well done. They got the ball in tight for the high percentage shot.
On the wing, Bryant. 14 points for him. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Bynum dishes to Bryant. The baseline jam. Good. Bryant's got 16 points.
That's got to be the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
The Cavaliers trail by 10, and the Cavaliers call time here.
You know, it was last year, not too many people had the guts to say whether or not the Lakers would or would not make the playoffs after their slow start. But one person who guaranteed a postseason appearance by them was team leader Kobe Bryant. and he was right on top of it.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Mike D'Antoni gave to his team during that break. The ball has to be fed into the low post much more than it has been to this point. That was his message. He said, they're giving us room down low. Let's take advantage of it. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And for Kobe, you have to give him a lot of credit for helping bring the Lakers back last season and securing that 7th seed. The coaching changes, the injuries. I mean, he almost willed them to get in, and then they finished 7th.
Yeah, and then they got swept in the first round by the Spurs. So tough finish to the year, especially with the injury to the Achilles tendon. So it's been a long rehab process. One thing you do know, if there's ever a player who's going to work his hardest to come back better than ever, it's Kobe Bryant.
Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Jamario move.
Well, we've seen that a few times today. Their defense has got to toughen up here.
The Lakers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
One shot.
You know, part of the struggles for Cleveland were defensive. You know, they were last in the league in field goal percentage defense, and when you have that number next to your team name, you're not going to win many games.
Williams passes to Varejao. The drive by LeBron. O'Neal kicks to Varejao, and he gets the bucket. Varejao's got 4 points this quarter.
And they made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
Los Angeles calls timeout. As you said, the Cavaliers, Clark, had a lot of problems defensively last year. They had firepower on this roster, but last season they lacked that gritty defender or two, Steve, that could really change a game with their defense.
And that's one of the reasons they signed Earl Clark from the Lakers in the offseason. Mike Brown thinking that Clark may be able to be a stopper on the perimeter. The big thing, though, with Brown is that his philosophy, the way he looks at the game, all comes from the defensive end. He'll have these guys playing harder.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to his team. He told his guys that they have to improve their defensive rebounding, saying, quote, second chance points can kill us. We need to be more aggressive boxing out. And I think all his guys were in agreement. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Cav, it'll be interesting.
Thanks, Doris. World Peace with it. Now guarded by Moon. World Peace, good. World Peace has got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. James against Kobe. And stolen by Fisher. Outside, World Peace. Pass to Bryant. James against World Peace. Pass to Fisher. 5 to shoot. Here's Gasol, and he banks in the layup. Gasol's got 8 points.
Yeah, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
Williams against Fisher. Kicks it out to James. Back to Williams. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by James.
Maybe that'll ignite it. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeked.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
And Fisher kicks to World Peace. Wants to get it to Kobe and does. Again, the Lakers.
He played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Williams attacking. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. He's got 18.
And that's a really deft touch right there, guys.
And he just guided that ball back up and in. just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Really well done.
Yeah, you don't need to catch it and gather and try to go back up if you've got that type of angle. He really took advantage.
Kobe is knocking down some nice-looking baskets.
And he's trying to get the crowd on their feet and give his team a spark.
Well, they need something. I mean, you love to see that connection between the player and the fans. You've got to take advantage of that emotion.
Well, as he goes, so goes this crowd, guys. No doubt about it.
Fisher with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal. Moon with it. James dishes to Williams. Back to James. Lets a floater go. Can't get it to go. Here's Fisher. No good. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Lakers lead by 13. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
This was a showstopper, wasn't it? Just a difficult pass to make, and he makes it flawlessly to set up that alley-oop.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Williams kicks to O'Neal. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Andrew Bynum.
Well, let's start with the positive in the Lakers postseason. They did make it. That's all that can be said. Is their dramatic passing of Utah and the Rockets down the stretch to take the 7th seed was really the lone highlight of what would be a quick exit from the playoff swarm.
That's good from O'Neal. Going back to the Lakers, swept in 4 straight by the Spurs, and none of the games really that close. Spurs, Steve, just dominated them in every sense of the word. Injuries didn't help either.
No, they didn't help, but, the Spurs just outplayed whoever was on the floor for L.A. And I think a lot of people thought the Spurs would be a good first-round matchup for the Lakers, but that notion was quickly squashed. San Antonio just totally dominant.
Now here's Bryant. Poked away. He dishes it to Fisher. Outside world peace. Bynum the pass to Fisher. Back at 6. That's good from Bynum on the assist from Jared Fisher. And it's 8 points for Andrew Bynum.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
James in the post, guarded by Kobe. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 11 points, and the basket from Anderson Varejao. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Williams against Fisher. Outside world peace. And there's the pass to Bryant. And world peace kicks to Fisher. Sinks the triple.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. Timeout called. Cleveland. Kobe Bryant really making a difference here.
He's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
A moment to check in with Doris first. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
And as always, Doris, thank you. To the middle. World peace. 16. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Lakers?
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Yeah, he's been the key cog in their offense with the way he shot the ball.
His percentage today beyond impressive. Certainly not his fault the score is what it is.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Outside, Kobe passes to Gasol. And the basket good.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
The Cavaliers trail by 16. James dishes to O'Neal. And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul.
I didn't really expect him to turn it over as many times as he has in the second half. It's caught me by surprise because before the break he only had one.
Here's Fisher. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Gasol against Varejao. Fisher, the pass to Kobe. Fades back, and the Lakers take on 2 more.
Such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
Williams kicks to O'Neal. Inside, here's James. And so he draws the foul on the shot and trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, it's always fun to play the hypothetical game with players. One with LeBron is just how good is he? Like, would he be able to go deep in March Madness playing with a good high school team? That might not be as ridiculous as you think.
First one falls for him. And Clark, you talked about LeBron and the college level. He looks like he's playing against college players, you know, Steve, with his strength and his size.
Well, he can do everything. No matter what you ask of him on the floor, he can do it. He can play point guard. He can play power forward. And defensively, I mean, how about last year during the playoffs? 1 minute he's guarding David West. In the next series, he's guarding Tony Parker. So the versatility is just incredible.
Off the charts, you're right.
It's been a solid outing for LeBron. He's got 8 points and 6 assists.
Well, he's dominated this game. Not only has he gotten to the free throw line with his aggressiveness, but he's gotten open shots for his teammates as well.
Well, those are the 2 most fundamental areas of the game, guys.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Throws it up high, and Shaq with the slam.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
I would call it an irate finish even.
Lakers leading by 14. Pulls it from the elbow. And Kobe Bryant again. Kobe's got 27 points.
Had so much space there. The defense really not showing him the respect. You could see his eyes get wide.
Williams dishes to LeBron. Back to Williams. On the wing, James. The feed now to O'Neal. The jump hook. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten absolutely red out shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Williams up on top. He's covered by Fisher. Varejao passes to Moon. Stolen by World Peace.
Well, clearly, might be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. And I think this was an excellent all-around performance for the Lakers.
I agree, Steve. And this is a game where the defense, Clark Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for him too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory tonight.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for Bryant. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long.
Fisher against Williams. Kicks it to Kobe. Count it from 12. And the Lakers lead by 13.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas for them.
That's good from Shaq on the assist by LeBron.
Well, their offense has kicked into gear, but seems to have arrived a little bit too late.
And as a coach, that can really be frustrating. I mean, your guys were stumbling along for most of the game, and now, when it's basically over, they finally decide to come alive.
Here's Fisher. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. How much to be critical of at this win, Clark?
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win. And they did both.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Pal, congratulations on the win. Tell us about the approach that the team took tonight in maximizing its effectiveness on the offensive end.
I think we just concentrate and we work hard until the last second of every possession. And I think it's something that we want to continue to do and be consistent with. And we're happy that today we were able to fight through everything and still come out with a great win.
Congratulations, Pal. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Kobe Bryant.